So, 2020 con season's kind of a bust, huh? Oh boy. Well, there are more important things going on, naturally. I just thought it was kind of funny that, one of my New Year's resolutions was I was going to quit my day job and focus 100% on doing cons. 2020 Summer of Cons. And, well, I mean, in a sense, I'm not at my day job because I'm quarantined. Yay! But that just means, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Stuff happens, and it's real bad out there, and there's a lot of other problems going on. So I'm not upset about it. I just thought it was kind of funny. Life just doesn't go the way you would expect it to, and that's fine. Just means you gotta be adaptable, and that's what people do. We adapt. But on the topic, because I was thinking about it today while I was having breakfast, I thought I would talk a little bit about my first con experience. I don't know if I've talked too much about convention stuff in the past. My friends and I in high school would go to one big convention every year, like for fun. And we would go through the ArtistAlley, look at all the art, stuff. And my friends would always say, "Oh, you're good enough to vend here. You're good enough to sell here." And I would, self-doubt. You're like, I don't know. Maybe when I'm better. But it wasn't until I was in art school that a friend of mine was quite adamant about me starting doing conventions since I had shown an interest in it. So with her encouragement, I prepared and got ready for 2 one-day cons that were back to back, even though they were separate conventions. And we stayed at a mutual friend's house while we were doing this. It was fun. Actually, my friend who recommended I start and who I shared a table with the first time I did a convention was Brown Rabbits. She actually makes vlogs here on YouTube, and they're very aesthetic. They're very cute. I recommend you watch them. She's a very good artist, and I look up to her a lot. But actually, it was called FrostCon, and it was one of the first years I think it was around. It was in a very small hotel, and I remember that day we went super early. Well, actually, okay, so I didn't notice this, but it was actually like severe like snowstorms where we were that day. So the subway was down in the city, and we had to take a shuttle bus. So we went and we set up, and then we went out to like buy breakfast because it was soups early. So we went out to get breakfast, and that was the first time I had eggs Benedict, and I fell in love, and now it's my favorite brekkie of all time. I love smoked salmon, so yummy, and hollandaise sauce, yum. But yeah, I had pushed myself to make 8 prints. I only managed to make 7 at the time, and I wasn't expecting it, but my friend had a huge display, and we kind of put mine to like one side, and you could tell the differences with our style. And when people were buying her prints, they would also buy one of mine. Started to get my confidence going, and people would want to get commissions from me, and that's where I made a bulk of my work, a bulk of my money that time. And my friend was very encouraging, and she's really great. I think that night also, oh my gosh, yeah, it ended kind of late, and we got picked up from my friend's fiance. I think there was like 4 or 5 of us. Yeah, so we met up, and we ended up going to like a hot pot place, but it was like an hour before it closed, so we like hurried to eat as much as we could. And then the next day, I don't remember the con the next day all that much. I shared a table with a different friend. I had the same amount of, same prints, whatever was left over from the day before. It was very chill, and it was a nice new experience. People coming by and talk to you, and they look at your work, and I think it's a really fun experience. Actually, I found that I really liked being behind the booth and like selling my work. Well, just being behind the booth and being like your own manager of your like tiny little shop, and it's fun. And since then I've been wanting to do more of that. I really enjoy like creating something and then like hosting it and talking to people about like cute stuff and just, yeah, it's really sweet. It's really nice. I haven't been like super successful at conventions. I don't do, to save money, I haven't done like the big ones yet. I was looking into doing some bigger ones, but the investment and the precautions that some of them take seem a bit much. Although in the future, I would like to try my hand at bigger conventions. I do want to update my convention, like my stock roster and my merch. I have a lot of outdated prints at the moment up on my shop, and I mean, I always joke that if I can't sell them, I'll just use them for kindling, and I mean, now that the world's on fire, we might have to. Ha 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 ha. No, I really hope not. I really hope that the bad stuff stops happening, and good times for everyone in the future, in the near future. That'd be great. As always, I'd like to offer a special thanks to my patrons. If you'd like to support me over on Patreon, I have a link down in the description. And thank you everyone